Protecting and guarding flocks and cattle was vital in ancient Rome. This was done by shepherd dogs, known as Canis Pastoralis. They were not just guardians, but loyal partners in the tough task of shepherding a flock. These dogs had started to be used more than 2,000 years earlier in the ancient region of Epirus. The relationship that the Romans had with these dogs over time is something interesting to analyze. A few documents from the time can help us understand this relationship. For instance, Columella, one of the most famous authors in Rome, mentioned some specific features that these shepherd dogs had, including white or spotted fur. Their long structure set them apart, giving them a strong presence in the herding fields. These traits were key to confronting wolves, running as fast as they did, but also to being distinctive in the daytime and at night, helping the shepherds in their constant vigilance. These dogs were physically sturdy, whose fur ranged from white to ivory. These features made the Marimano Abruzzese breed one of the most frequently used for herding and guarding livestock. This breed originated in Italy in Roman times and is cited by several famous writers, such as Aristotle and Virgil. The males, 65 to 73 centimeters tall, weighed between 35 and 45 kilograms, while the more delicate females reached between 60 and 68 centimeters tall and weighed between 30 and 40 kilograms. The philosopher Varro noted some other traits of these dogs, going as far as to suggest adding a nail to their leather collars to avoid wolf damage during attacks. These dogs differed in that they barked loudly, indicating the self-confidence needed to effectively protect the flocks. There are also certain differences between herding dogs and watchdogs. Unlike herding dogs, which drove the flock along with the shepherd, watchdogs stayed with the flock around the clock, ready to face any threat, even when the shepherd was not present. Besides integrating themselves into the herd, they kept an eye out for possible trespassers, using vocal intimidation and aggressive behavior to scare off predators. 2 dogs were usually assigned to the herd, forming a kind of surveillance crew. This approach had its benefits, allowing the dogs to help each other in dangerous situations, taking turns at guarding and even replacing each other in case of injury or illness. The exact number of dogs needed depended on several factors, such as the size of the herd, the presence of large predators, and the weather conditions. These dogs started being trained when they were still puppies and were introduced to the herd between 4 and 5 weeks old. This initial coexistence, between 3 and 16 weeks, proved essential for the dogs to see themselves as part of the pack to be protected, and not as prey. A livestock watchdog was not deemed trustworthy until it was at least 2 years old. Supervision, guidance, and correction were essential during this period to teach skills and rules. Older dogs, seasoned in this role, played a vital role in training the younger ones, streamlining the process. For their loyalty, the Canis Pastoralis became loyal friends of the Romans, always keeping alive the tradition of protecting the herds in Rome.